The simple, but yet profound words of inspiration can be clearly unfolded before our minds with divine detail and clarification, but it requires much patience with deep solemn thoughts and careful investigation. It's impossible to truly grasp the exalted conceptions of truth without heart consecration and mental preparation. Gentle meditation is fundamental for education. There are billions today who walk in darkness, but the sure word of prophecy is our guide in this dark world. Environmental illumination to the day dawn, and the day star arises in our hearts, imbuing us with the fresh vigor of life, the vitalizing current, transcendental resuscitation. We build upon the solid rock. That rock is Jesus, the everlasting elemental foundation, keeping us anchored within the veil, even during Jacob's time of trouble, political, religio, cataclysmic, detrimental tribulations. The devices of the enemy brings monumental agitation. Little by little, he has subtly devised schemes for incremental infiltration, experimenting on the properties of the human mind, mental penetration, to insert the principles of death inside of our mentality, enticing us to fall under the snares of potential temptation, progressively, gradually. You see, a wicked man builds upon the shifting sand, ready to receive the mark of the beast in his forehead or within his hand. He has no surety. Captivated by the eloquent words of the beast, the equal distribution of wealth, Sunday as a day of rest, and ecumenical movements. Sounds nice to the mind ensnared by the sullied stains of sophistry. The so-called man of peace, uniting the governments and religions of the West and the Middle East. The unholy alliance, the threefold union, the dragon, the false prophet, and the beast. Catholicism, Protestantism, spiritualism, confederating together, professing to free the world from immorality and calamities, but in actuality, binding the souls of men within the devil's prison. My heart is touched with tender sympathy and pity for sincere souls who are deceived individuals, families, and friends, but this truth must be clearly understood by those living in the end. The word of prophecy shall be executed in accordance to the scriptures. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Unshakable, impregnable, unbreakable. It cannot be broken. Let's lay aside our emotions and focus on the words that were spoken. Revelation 13, please allow me to quote this. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down on earth in the sight of men, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by the sword, and did live. The inhabitants of the earth shall be deceived by the means of these miracles, manifestations of demonic spirits, claiming to be Mary, Jesus, and the apostles, and every heathen deity that you can conjure up in your imagination. The times that we live in are severely critical. The devil is giving birth to the image of the beast. Soon it shall be time to cut the cord umbilical. But though the times make it difficult, let us take hold on the saving power that is accessible in Jesus with the eyes of faith, because to him all these problems are but minimal. Our safeguard is contained in the inspired words that are biblical. It's our only refuge in the time of trouble. That's absolutely unequivocal. By taking heed to the inspired words of wisdom, we shall find sufficient strength for the physical, mental, and spiritual elements of our characters. Christ Jesus is more powerful than deceptive bullets penetrating from the enemy's caliber. He has the ability to produce and preserve life, even in the midst of a massacre, to utterly restore from the cold grip of disease, whether it be the leprosy of sin or debilitated cells that are vascular. In the midst of the storm, the patience of the saints, perfectly blended with the faith of Jesus, brings a calming effect upon the mind, perfuming away the stench of fear like the fragrance of lavender. Brethren, let us take hold on righteousness by faith, 144,000 times more than A.T. Jones and Waggoner, drinking deeper draughts from the fountain of living waters, the wells of salvation. He hasn't left us to drink from broken cisterns like scavengers. And if you're still in Babylon, then you need to come out of her. He's called us to reflect the altogether lovely similitude of the divine King here on earth as his representatives and ambassadors. And if this far surpasses your understanding as to how you can reflect the lovely image of Jesus fully as you should, it's simple. By beholding him, we become changed into the same image as we become his examiner, meditating upon that sinless life, marked by self-sacrificing love and infinite purity. He who is wonderful counselor, the mighty God spectacular, the Prince of Peace. and everlasting love.